What's up? Make sure this works.
What's up?
Hey, I can hear me. Good. How y'all doing today? I am freezing cold. It is minus 24 here in Edmonton. Who we got? Hey Aaron, hey Angel, hey Michelle, hey Isaiah. How you guys doing? Yeah, I know I don't look cold, but the heat's on in my house, so that is why. 1 second though, I forgot my water. There we go. Angel, they finally kissed. Yes, they did. Sprina kissed. We got a Sprina kiss. Actually, I just finished watching Tabiana on Stone Cold and the Jackal, which was cool. Hey Laura, you made it. Glad to see you here. Oh, you're watching the last 5 minutes of today's episode? Very nice. How about that Ryan Chamberlain, y'all? Ding dong. Wild times on GH, I tell ya. Oh man, it was crazy, y'all. Esme had a baby boy. She sure did. At least that means that they can't swap Esme and Willow's child. Angel, you said Trina really wanted to be taken right there, then and there, in the art gallery, on the desk, bench, or on the floor. Yeah, she sure did. The actor who plays Kevin Ryan was busy today. He sure was, man. Like, I had a feeling that Ryan was actually going to die in this story. But his death, like, the way that his death happened, I was like, damn. They really let Mac do it. They let Mac be the one to kill him. Which I don't mind. I mean, part of me really wanted Ava or even Felicia to be the one that ended it. But Mac ending it is pretty fitting too, considering he's dealt with him pretty much just as long as Felicia, and much longer than Ava as well. So still say DNA test to make sure it's a Cassadine. Oh, you were on another live stream. Do I like the Chamberlain story? I appreciate the character as a villain. I liked that they brought him back after so many years, the first time around. Didn't like how they moved his obsession onto Ava initially, but I don't mind that Ava and Felicia kind of ended up being friendly with this storyline. And was Ryan a doctor too? He was he was. I don't think he was a psychologist like his brother, though. I can't remember what kind of doctor he was. But he was a doctor for sure. In the 90s. Who is the original here on the story? Oh, do you mean like who was originally part of the Ryan Chamberlain story? Felicia, Ryan. Kevin came after the first Ryan story arc, revealing that he had a twin brother. Um, who else was a part of it? I know that Ryan attacked Steve and Audrey back in the day. But yeah, I don't know. The story, I do think that like the Ryan and Heather story was so left field. And also, like, they really seem to be settling on Heather is the one and true hook killer, and she's not denying it. But I just have questions because initially, Heather didn't seem to know Esme was in Port Charles. I groaned when I saw the overexposed crew on the trailer for tomorrow's episode. Oh, yeah. Me too, actually. I'm like, great, we going back to the Willow and Michael show tomorrow. After the last few weeks of kind of excitement between like the Taggart and Curtis and Trina reveal, and you know, Ryan and Heather and Esme escaping Spring Ridge. Now we're just back to the boring stuff, and it's like, well, here marks the end of Sweeps. Do you think it was a rewrite? I think so, because like we said, we saw like Heather be thrown for a loop that Esme was actually in Port Charles. And I don't know if she named her daughter Esme or if that was just her name. I can't remember, but it just seemed weird, right? Because she seemed to find out that Esme was in town after Ava was stabbed. So it don't make sense to me. Can't believe they are going with Heather being the hook all along. Yeah. Like it wouldn't bother me so much her being the hook killer if it made sense to the beginning of the story. Like if Heather didn't mention that she was thrown for a loop that Esme was in Port Charles, then I wouldn't have said anything. But there's that little factor alone that bothers me, and I don't think the writers care about it particularly. But do I think it was a rewrite? I don't know. It could have just been sloppy writing just in general. Mind you, I don't think I don't know. The last big serial killer storyline that we had that wasn't like Ryan, I suppose, was the text message killer, and it was clear that the writers had no idea who the killer would be even then. You know what I mean? Heather really unalived Brando, a veteran. He let Heather subdue him, then he deserved it. Like, I mean, it's hard. Yeah, and the thing is, like, Heather was never a serial killer. You know, like, she had her target in terms of like, not that she was afraid to like murder, but she wasn't a serial killer. So it's very odd. And there's no coming back from this for Heather. Which is unfortunate because I really enjoyed Allie Mills' portrayal of her, because she's funny and she looks unhinged. Like, they did a good job of making her look crazy. Oh, you think Esme is a twin? I hope not. Oh my goodness. That hook took a vacation and came back. Yep. And then, like, her stabbing Austin was a bit ridiculous, too. But yeah, needless to say, like, once Ava told Ryan that she killed Nicholas, I was like, she ain't letting him live. You know, like, she fully intended to unload that gun on him. And if it did go off, like, I don't think Mac would have said anything. But thankfully, Mac took the shot. I like the effect of, like, the bullet going through Ryan. That looked pretty realistic, and probably the most realistic, gunshot situation that I've seen on GH. And also thanks to John Lindstrom's like amazing acting in that moment. You could just see like the life go out of him right in that moment too. John Lindstrom is a freaking treasure, you guys. Like, to have an actor of his sort of caliber continuing to be on the show and playing two characters that are so very different from each other. No more crazy twins for a while. Yeah, let's not do the twins anymore. I do think that we're going to see Nell someday, though. Nell's coming back at some point. You know, they can't have Willow and Michael raising Wiley and then their own child, and, you know, her not come back at some point to try to claim Wiley and take him from Michael and Willow. Oh, Lord. Also, kudos to Avery, who plays Esme. If y'all didn't believe that she was truly, that she's truly lost her memory, then I think after today or the last few days, it was very obvious. Her finding out that Ryan was her dad, that freaking Heather was her mom, screaming at Heather to leave, not wanting her there. Nell is alright, just no new crazy twins. Yeah, I'm over the crazy twin storyline. I mean, I think the most ridiculous the twin storylines got is when we had all these twins on all at the same time, and then they all went blind all at the same time. Like Anna and Alex, and Drew and Jason, Kevin and Ryan, like... Oh, man, it was so stupid. So y'all think the cops will find Nicholas's body, or who knows? I mean, there's not really anything to search for on Spoon Island anymore. Ryan's dead now. Austin's in the hospital. They came to Spoon Island, they got them there. There's no reason for them to continuously search the whole island when what they're searching for is already gone. Felt bad for Esme. I did too, and that's a credit to Avery, y'all, because, you know, shows that she can play two different kinds of characters, so props. Nell come back, but I gotta be like that on Young and the Restless when she comes back a little bit smarter. Nell was smart, though. You know? Nell was a very intelligent villain. So who knows? I mean, Nell's smart to stay away, too. The only reason why, like, she even went to jail before is because Ava... you know, had a change of heart and, like, threw her under the bus. So, and then when she got out again, she was smarter when she got out of jail, you know? But unfortunately, she just went crazy. Enjoyed watching Nell making things absolutely awful for Carly. Yeah, like, I mean, I did feel bad for Carly when she was getting electroshock therapy, because that was messed up. Truly, that was messed up. But, like, watching her, like, successfully haunting Carly, making her think Morgan was alive, you know, doing all these little things to Carly, making her think she went crazy. That was pretty funny. Alright, y'all. But let's talk about why we're here today. We are watching an episode of GH from The Black and White Ball back in 2007, which was a story where Unfortunately, Emily gets strangled by who we had yet to learn was Diego. And I think the black and white ball is where like the text started coming through for Carly. I think Carly was the first person that they texted. I think Letitia was already killed at that point. She didn't get shocked. Jason saved her before that. Oh, that's true. But she was pretty out of it because of all the drugs they gave her, though. Man. The one character that we did see get electroshock therapy that I'm surprised they didn't really do anything storyline-wise with that was Robin. Because we've seen Robin get shocked on screen. Alright, y'all. But yeah, we're watching the black and white ball today. It's going to be fun. I picked kind of the climax episode. So, kind of the final moments before Emily's demise. And from what I remember, and I can only see like the screenshots, but I think, or like the thumbnails of the videos. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure this is when Nicholas and Jason get into like a brawl, and of course, you know, I think Liz is probably in the stables at this point with Spinelli and Lulu and Nadine. But instead of predicting it, we could just actually watch it. So if y'all are watching, or if y'all are ready, I'm going to put this on right now. But feel free to continue to chat in the chat about GH this week so far, or the episode that we're watching on screen today. Or just chat with each other. We're all hanging out and watching classic episodes. That's all it's about.
You can love someone.
Sorry, that was probably really loud. I'm sorry, guys. And let me fix that. And shrink me down to size. There we go. Now I'll hit play.
You can love someone forever, yet lose them in a heartbeat.
Well, yeah. See, there we go. Megan Ward is Kate Howard, you guys. Back when Windermere had a ballroom. I love how that's kind of conveniently forgotten. You know, like no one really talks about it. Everyone's just kind of rolling with it. They always have parties in the living room now, even though they have this ballroom downstairs. I actually didn't mind Sunny and Kate together before the Connie thing. Before they DID'd her.
Yeah, I'll do my best. When all of this is over, you're gonna take me dancing. And we can put the ugliness of tonight behind us.
Jax and I both wanted to save you.
I need to be rescued.
Jerry Jax,
And I don't need to be taken care of. What I need is my husband. And I'm gonna go find Jax, okay?
When was the last time Windermere had a party? When Spencer had his birthday party on there. And they had it in the living room. When Esme first appeared, that was the last party.
I worry
Hey,
about
Nathan.
you, Johnny. I worry that you're weak.
This is
This girl can
Cars.
ruin you. And you have to make sure that she doesn't.
This is for my mother.
Oof. And I love Johnny and Lulu too. My God. is so crazy. Also, can we talk about Steve Burton's hair in the storyline? His long ass hair.
It was an accident, Jace. You saw how it was. Wait, what are you doing? He's having a blackout. Jace is gonna pass. Please. Wait,
Love Johnny and Lulu. Yeah, so did I.
Jason.
Yeah, I miss Brandon Brash too. Really hated what Carlivati did with his character though.
Hey, Jace, you're gonna hurt him.
That's the last time we've seen Johnny, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna tie him up. And I'm gonna get you out of here.
I'm not gonna leave him. So Walter came back.
I'm not staying.
Ooh, are we gonna get the scenes of Sam telling Lucky the truth?
No thanks, I'd rather she didn't.
Spinelli, we need privacy.
The Jekyll is the soul of discretion.
Okay. Go check on Andy.
Oh, I didn't know we were getting all this in this episode, y'all.
We need to get through this night however we can.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Well, this
Johnny
worked
is still in
out
prison,
great
I
for you.
think.
Huh. Now that Jason claimed his son, I'm sure you can't wait till he claims you.
You know all about agendas, don't you, Sam? Like that day in the park when you rescued me and the boys.
Next time you want to go to some party, you're gonna
Oh, I
listen
forgot
to
that
me.
that was the reveal
Excuse me,
first.
but there have been some bright spots in this admittedly dangerous evening. Like
Wait, no, it wasn't revealed then.
me.
It was revealed later on, like just before Sam got attacked by the text message killer.
If you want to go dancing, that's one thing, but I gotta tell
Oh,
you, I don't
Angel,
do my
and
best
when you
work
talk about that Western roll, did anybody even see that movie? Did that movie ever come to fruition?
Why was I the one sleeping when you're the one who needs rest?
I'm fine. I'm just a little.
No,
weak.
they took too much blood when you.
'Cause
gave
low-key
it
I'd
the
react to that if
transfusion,
anyone
and since
knows
I'm
what
the one
it's
who's
called.
Basically responsible for you doing it, then I am responsible for your recovery. Now I know you're going to deny that with every ounce of macho instinct.
Yeah, there was a
that you
lot of
got
couples
left.
that I liked during this era, man. I liked
Right now,
Lucky,
you're still
Lucky and
very-
Sam. I liked Sonny and Kate. I liked Nicholas and Emily.
Lying there looking so beautiful.
Johnny and Lulu.
It reminded me how lucky I am that you gave me another chance at life. You don't know how happy you make me.
Tracy and Luke. Oh, that's right. Patrick and Layla were a thing. And Anthony shot her because she looked like his ex-wife that he killed.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Anthony Cigar can see Layla.
Yeah, that's the only thing I knew too, Angel. Like I knew he did that movie, but I didn't.
was trying
I
to
never
shoot
found out
you.
what it was.
He could have just as easily shot you from where you stood.
I had a moment that I thought I was gonna die, and I didn't.
Oh, we can't. Like I know Robin and
Robin
Patrick
and I
weren't
stopped
technically
loving you.
together, but come on.
I
Can't
think
deny
every day how
Scrubs
you've
and their
changed my
beautiful
life.
story.
And if I ever once acted like you didn't matter, that was just me. I don't know, trying to get through it, I guess.
Only said about one couple
I
on
want you
G's
to
and
know
they're
how
younger
much
than me. Man, it's all about Sabrina right now,
Appreciate
y'all.
how grateful I am for everything we had, and
Although I do love like Mac and Felicia too, even though we don't really see them.
You were amazing and wonderful. And you made me feel like anything was possible again. And I think I'll always love you. Tonight is a nightmare and we're both feeling pretty raw. But I have a feeling tomorrow we'll both be back to our separate lives.
Oh boy. I loved the music in this storyline, by the way.
What a tragedy to see a son betray his own father.
Why don't you punish me? I'm the one you want to kill.
It's true. Your mother jumped in front of the bullet. She chose you.
She died hating you.
She was a fool. She was beautiful, but she was a fool. She betrayed me a second time.
You know, I still don't know how I feel about them making Claudia
The blood
Johnny's
grew like
mom.
roses on that white dress.
I remember.
It should have been you, Johnny.
Now's your chance.
No, you can't.
Shut up. She chose me.
Because, like, I
She died
get
for
it.
me. Make me pay.
The way Claudia sort of always
Rise.
cared about Johnny seemed very motherly.
You're right. You'll have to pay.
But
You can
going
have
with
this
it,
girl until the sun
I don't know.
comes up. And I'm gonna kill her.
because they were like
and
pretty
we're
much the
gonna
same
go home.
age in real life.
Are you okay? I'm gonna let him kill you.
Logan.
Father just had a heart attack. What are you doing here?
Anthony is the reason my father had a heart attack. This has to end.
I'll take care of my father as soon as you're safe.
Yeah, Luke's first heart attack happened in the storyline.
It is not a good idea to leave her down here with me.
Why do you make any of this Sam's fault?
Because she doesn't like that I call her on her garbage.
Oh, don't worry. Lucky will figure out who you really are soon enough.
No, what Lucky's gonna figure out is how it feels to finally be appreciated instead of judged. Maybe it's time for Lucky to be the most important man in someone's life.
And I hope he gets that someday. With anyone but you.
Oh, you know what, Lucky? It is not a good idea that I stay here.
Finally, we agree on something.
You know what? Sending Sam away does not make this any of her fault.
Remember when Sam had fire, y'all? And
This
personality?
is the man I love, Jace. I'm not going to leave him tied up so Anthony's a car can get to him.
You're not serious.
Michelle says, "Go Sam."
Never hurt me.
He already has hurt you. Look, I'm not saying he did it on purpose, but he's dangerous to be around.
Emily.
Angel, you said it made sense, and you know Claudia didn't have a great upbringing. Yeah, like I get why they rolled with it, honestly.
You don't remember.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter that I don't remember. Did I hurt you?
Without
Please-
Claudia being
please don't
around to
matter.
like
Nicholas,
claim her
did you do it
story,
on purpose?
No, I would never do that on purpose.
felt a bit
Please.
redundant.
Please, you have to know that I would never do that to you.
I'm staying.
Tyler was great in the story as well.
Jason, you have to leave me here. Please take her somewhere safe. Take her
That's
somewhere
not your
away from
decision
me.
to
Just do it, please take her somewhere where I can't hurt her again. Just get her away from me.
Not leaving you, okay?
Emily, I promise you I will survive this night. And I will get help for whatever is wrong with me, and then I will marry you, but you have to respect me enough to do this for me. Would you please do this for me? Just do it for me!
And then you think about what the character of Nicholas today, or you know, before he died, and it's just like, what happened?
I love you.
I know, I've never done.
I mean, I know he lost Emily, and that kind of made him spiral, but he shouldn't have spiraled to this point, you know, to the point that it got to today.
Would you please just get her out of here? Get out of here. Get out of here!
Man.
Jerry said
Oh, what I would
over and
give
over
to
that you
see
drowned.
Nicholas
You should have a little faith in me.
What happened?
Chavez acting alongside Tyler
What
Christopher.
happened?
After the boat capsized, I just lost my
Wish
bearings.
Claudia
Took
was
me a
allowed
while
to talk
figure out
about
which
it
way
to Johnny.
swim. Scare me like that. Hey, I'm fine, okay? I'm fine.
I'm glad you
They could have at least brought her back as a damn ghost for one episode.
There'd be no consoling this woman if she'd lost you.
I'm so mad at both of you. What were you thinking? You made it to the other side. Why did you turn around and come back?
We certainly won't leave you here with a killer on the loose.
What would I have done without you?
I even liked Carly and Jax, you know? I was a fan of them
You're
too.
better than my brother.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing.
He's having trouble breathing.
Are you serious?
When Nicholas stabbed me, he punctured my lung, and the wound must have opened up.
You know what? You can.
I was kind of on the fence about Jerry and Alexis, though.
That's a lovely idea. Do you think there's a doctor in these premises that would actually treat me?
A crisis like tonight can make anyone sentimental. Once the adrenaline wears off, we're right back where we started. I want to have a child. I mean, maybe even more so. Tonight is a perfect example of how fragile life can be.
Which is why we shouldn't waste the chances we have to be together.
But I still want kids. And you don't. It's a huge difference I don't know if we can get past. Unless what happened tonight changed your mind.
Didn't Sarah Brown have beef with Ron Carlivati? Well, she wasn't around. Like, I mean, when he wasn't around with
I wish I could say that facing my own mortality changed
with
my
Claudia
perspective.
ever. But if you mean in the past, like maybe, I don't know. I've never heard the story.
I know who I am. And I'm not a dad. I don't
think
I'd
Jerry
be
to
good at
Sam was
it.
like Ryan to Felicia or Ava. I don't think he was as obsessed with Sam, but I think he definitely like
There are men who suffer
got
sin.
off on like how
The
morally
child
gray
deserves a
she
father who
was, at
wants
least
him
in
and loves him
this
with all his
era
heart.
for Sam.
Well,
But
one thing
he
we've
dated her
always managed
mother
to be
instead.
is honest with each other. So my turn. I'm really disappointed. I have been since the day we broke up. But I won't regret what we had together. And I will always love you.
Well,
No, it's better if I just rest you. Thanks.
I'm sure that gunfight out in the courtyard didn't help you.
What gunfight?
Nothing, we're fine.
she said on
We're
Twitter
okay.
she had
You know,
issues with some higher
I
ups
didn't
on
want to go without
GH.
you, but Alexis was
But
nagging
like,
me
do you
about
mean
having
when
it
she was
my
on
own.
GH or when?
I know. I thought
Like
you
when
would
she
stay
wasn't.
safe, but obviously you didn't.
Please don't.
Because the only time she ever interacted with
running around this island killing
Ron
people.
Carlivati, I think, and I don't. This might have been post Carlivati
Because
too.
I don't know
Was
what I would have done if I would have lost you.
when she played Carly again for that one episode. I think Jerry just thought Sam was hot.
Well, it's not every day. You
She
get
was though.
trapped in a
Come
castle
on, Kelly
on an island
Monaco.
with a
Like
murderer
this
running
era
around.
You seem a
for her,
little,
like was,
haughty.
in my opinion, when she was like the most stunning.
Oh, thank you. Well, at least you didn't say
They had her very
condescending or
stylish.
smug
They had her
or
having
pushy.
different hair colors and
Sometimes
styles all the
happens.
time.
I'm scared for people that I care about. Unfortunately, that hasn't been a common occurrence in my life.
You're a private person. I respect that.
Yeah. And then you came along and messed everything up, and now I've got these feelings all over the place and have no idea where they're going to take us. I would feel a whole lot better if I knew you were just a little bit nervous.
Well, you gotta understand. I know what you're going
Salary
through,
issues.
so just get out of here.
Sonny.
What?
So when she was
I
on
think
GH, it was Robert
that we're
Guza.
too vulnerable here.
and
I think
Jill
that we should
Phelps.
go with other people.
I want to see you. What
Like
happened?
she died in
No, I think we should go
09.
with
So
safe people.
I think, right?
What
09.
about Trevor?
I haven't forgotten that he's the one who ordered your limo to be blown up in Puerto Rico.
That was before I saved his son's life.
Exactly. Now that Rick is going to live, Trevor doesn't need you anymore.
Trevor Lansing.
You know what I see when I look at my son like that? How much he looks
Oh yeah, Rick was
like
stabbed.
his mother.
Do you guys remember Alexis's
Quiet.
scream when she found him?
Refined.
Oh, and they were gonna try with Rick and Sky here too. I forgot, and I thought
Adele used to
that
be my
they had
secretary.
potential. Rick and
I would
Sky.
allow her to bring little Sonny anytime she wanted to work. Because I knew that she would be appropriately grateful. And every time Sonny interrupted, Adela would say, Michael Jr., he's just being troubled. I thought he was unpleasant.
Gee, I can't imagine why. Stick a little boy in a corner, no one to play with, in a stuffy old office for hours on end, and I'm sure he felt your attraction to his mother. That does not make for a very happy child.
I didn't know about children. My wife and I didn't have any. I was married at the time.
Wow, you're just gaining points with me here left and right.
No, you had to know Adela. In order to understand,
Rick and Elizabeth. Well,
she was hypnotic.
I don't know how I felt about them, but I liked the potential of Rick and Sky.
Like you, almost wounded. But not a weak woman. And I fell in love with her. And when I forced her to make that impossible decision, that's when she left me.
So you took it out on your child? How do you live with yourself?
It's interesting, isn't it? How all
It's
the
sad that
bad
the only
decisions we make
storylines
suddenly
Rick really got
to haunt us.
was when the writers went on strike and Garen Wolfe was writing, and he actually wrote like a whole story arc for him. And then they ended it the second that Guza came back.
Dean, where's Nicholas?
He's in the house. Emily will fill you in with everything.
Jace, will you please go back and check on him and just make sure that he doesn't get
The
hurt?
best way to do that is for me to find Anthony's car. It's gonna be okay.
When you say that, I know it's going to be true.
Ooh.
What happened to Nicholas? His blackouts are getting worse. Jason wanted me to come back here for safety. Nicholas walked in, saw us arguing, thought that Jason was hurting me. Nicholas went berserk. Jason had to fight back just to stay alive. Where's Nicholas now?
Hey Reg, yeah, we were just talking about that earlier.
Jason tied
He
him
grew
to
out
a
his hair
chair
for a
and brought me
Western
back here
movie,
for
and
safety.
none of us can figure out
Elizabeth, I can't
what
stand
movie it
for
was,
that
if it ever came to fruition.
Anything could happen.
Oh boy.
Jason? Did you get Emily to a safe place? Alfred?
Dang.
This is just too easy.
Anthony was batshit crazy here.
Sitting here, tied to this chair with so many guests in the house. Next time you throw a party, don't bother to invite me.
Who will provide the entertainment?
Girlfriend tie you up? I'm basically a prude, but I understand. Some people like this kind of thing.
Why don't you just let me go, huh?
Somebody worked very hard to put you there. It would be rude to remove you. You seen your girlfriend lately? No, of course not.
Surprised Anthony lasted
You don't
so
have
long.
any idea where she is.
Yeah.
What did you do to her? She's stashed away where nobody can find her. I'm saving her for later. We'll see if she likes being tied up too.
Freeze! I'll kill. No, don't shoot him. He has Emily. You tell me where.
Oh, there's a good idea. I'll tell you where I've got the girl, and that'll give you no reason not to blow my head off.
Nicholas, he could be lying.
Yes, he could. Then again, he could be too crazy to make things up.
But if he's too crazy, it's all made up.
Not made up, made up.
Not made up, made up.
I hope that was helpful.
How do they all last with a straight face?
He's messing with your head.
No. This would be messing with his head.
Stop! Come on, he's gone!
Maybe not.
What did he tell you what?
Just like you said, he's crazy. You okay? I won't be okay until Emily's safe.
Boy.
Shouldn't we be there by now? Sonny, I think we should go back to the last turn and take the other direction. Okay, either you're a typical male and you refuse to ask for directions, or you don't really care whether we find Rick's
We're
room.
gonna find her eventually.
You're looking for Carly.
Look, Carly was upset when she walked out, and when that happens, there's always trouble.
She didn't walk out. She stomped off in a jealous fit. Look, I'm sorry if you were looking
I also
for
forgot
something
that his
tactful, but I'm gonna
demise
call it
ended
like
up
I
with
see it.
I'm counting on
Tracy
that.
and Luke kind of carrying his body around for a
Sonny, that
while.
Carly is the mother of your children, and I'm sure you tried to make her marry
Anthony was such a great villain. Yeah, he was entertaining as
Which is why I
hell.
won't be jealous. But
I liked
believe
the
me,
Zakara family,
listen,
honestly.
If Carly decides to mess with me, it's not going to be pretty.
Kate, You can't underestimate Carly.
Sonny, I have dealt with women like Carly my entire career. Believe me, I can handle her too. In fact, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. I thought you were supposed to be resting. I rested. I'm looking for Carly. Why? What happened?
Carly and I had a disagreement.
She got upset. She walked out. She expected me to follow her. Did she have the gun? She left me with the gun. Okay, I'll go find her.
I don't think he's too happy with me right now.
He knows Carly. So do I.
Love that Luke and Tracy dragged
Just for
Anthony.
the record, I like the way he stood up to her.
Heather was involved in some way too, though, right?
Feels so wrong to be hiding here when I should be with Nicholas.
Do you want a distraction?
My fiance's in the main house, tied to a chair. Elizabeth, how are you going to distract me from that?
Jason told Lucky that he's Jake's father.
That's unexpected.
You're not surprised?
I knew Jake was Jason's son. It was obvious you didn't.
Okay, so the reveal already happened at this
So
point.
sorry I
Okay.
didn't tell you. I just hated the idea of putting anyone in the middle or having to pick sides, you know?
Listen, you can only do the best you can do. So what about Lucky? I mean, what did he say when Jason told him?
He was devastated.
Yeah.
All I can see is that I betrayed him yet again for Jason. I don't think he'll be forgiving me anytime soon.
She buried
I'm
him
so
behind
sorry.
a little cabin. Yeah,
I
the day
liked
that Sam
Lucky.
had Danny. That's
And my
right.
reasons don't really matter to him, and maybe they never will. And I can accept that, but the one I really blame is Sam. She's known about Jake since the night he was born, and she kept dangling the truth as a threat. And I'm sure she's in his ear right now, just manipulating him.
Look, it's not good that Lucky's turning to Sam, but it's his choice.
I know things about Sam that would make Lucky drop her in a heartbeat. Do you know that she actually stood by and watched Jake get kidnapped and did nothing to stop it? What? And those two men that threatened me and the boys in the park, Sam hired them.
Why would she do that?
So I'd be too scared to let Jason go near his son.
Wow. What has happened to Sam? She wasn't like this before.
Well, she lost the man she loved. And he had a child with me.
Well, when you put it that way, Liz.
I know you're upset. And I don't blame you, but you gotta stay focused, okay?
I got it handled.
No, apparently not. I saw you fire at Zakari. You left yourself wide open. You're a cop. You should know better than that.
You know, I am a cop. Until you've been in my shoes, you have no position to criticize.
Wait, I am not criticizing you. I'm just telling you that I am scared for you. You didn't even try to protect yourself. Zakari could have killed you.
Yes, but he didn't, okay?
I don't want anything bad to happen to you, okay?
Let's just figure out where the hell we are. Nicholas. Nicholas? Nicholas!
He's gone.
You should be safe here. Why don't you tell me what happened?
I went after Johnny's father, and he was about to kill me when Johnny stopped him, and he said he was going to kill me at sunrise to punish Johnny. He's not crazy. He's scary crazy. He justifies everything.
Lulu, I could kill that kid for putting you in danger.
This isn't Johnny's fault.
Oh, he had to know what his father was capable of. He never should have spoken to you, but he did. Which makes him just as crazy
You know what's
as his
funny?
old
Because I
man.
used to like Lulu and
If your
Logan too
parent
when they
is
first
crazy, it doesn't
got together.
automatically mean that you're crazy
I'm
too.
sorry.
And you know what? This you shouldn't even blame Johnny for picking me up because I was the one who had my thumb out.
You're defending this kid like he means something to you.
He does. But yeah, I like the prospect of like
I barely
Luke,
know Johnny.
Luke and
He just
Laura's
happened to be
daughter
there when I
with
was messed
Scott's
up and I needed someone to
son.
talk to.
Okay, so this goes back to how I hurt you with Max.
Yeah, maybe that's how it started, but Johnny saved my life. I tend to warm up to people who do that.
Johnny is rescuing you
And
from
then,
a
of course,
situation
Lulu
that
had
he
to have
put in
her own
motion,
version of
which
Luke,
doesn't
so-
exactly make the guy a hero,
I never
Lulu.
said that he was, but Johnny's father is crazy. He's killing innocent people, and Johnny
So
wants
he's
to
a-
stop it. And it's
the story, except for the part where you almost
I
died.
think she's. Oh, I think
I'm a
Sam's
soldier. I've
problem
been
was
trained for situations
that she
like
was
this.
still
I'm gonna go
grieving
take care
her
of this problem
daughter.
myself.
Then her brother Denny dies, and Alexis is manipulating Jason from her. But Elizabeth is the only one that can
Is there
never
any
break
change?
down.
No.
Well, I mean, eventually she did though.
Rick has done pretty well with his life.
She had a
Honest
crazy
student
mental breakdown for a
school.
while.
Awards in track and field.
course, he didn't want anything to do with team sports. He had to prove himself.
You know, you could always apologize. Admit you were wrong.
I told you. I think it's too late.
Not as long as your son is still drawing breath.
I just don't think Rick would be interested.
Never know. Give it a try.
How's he doing?
Better. Thanks to you.
Jason was the only person Sam had. That's true.
Apparently my big brother saved me.
But I did end up liking J-Sam, like, in 2009, because she kind of had her own life by then. And she wasn't as dependent, so I think that made me like them better than I did previously.
I'm not letting it go alone. I'm sure as hell not leaving you two unattended.
I mean, Elizabeth's the only one that's allowed to have a breakdown and get help, but Sam is the manipulative mini. Yeah, Elizabeth was a hypocrite back then.
She passed out. There's your answer.
Okay, let's go.
Like he's in enough pain over Jake. I don't want to cause him any more. He'll figure out who Sam is soon enough.
He never
Do you
did,
hate
though.
me for this?
Not in the way that she wanted.
Are you kidding? I love you. You're the best friend I've ever had. And I'm so sorry for what this has cost you. I just feel like I've messed up every step of the way. Look, I know who you are in your heart. And so does everybody else. I know that you did what you thought was best for your children and for Lucky. Please don't be so hard on yourself, okay? My God, who hasn't made mistakes? So what now? Huh? For you and Jason?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to make it through the night and see how we feel in the light of day.
Yeah. Getting through the night would be a relief.
Yeah.
I should have never let Jason and Nicholas talk me into leaving me when every nerve in my body was screaming for me to stay. Elizabeth, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna be with the man I love.
What? No, Emma's not safe. Okay, then I'll come with you.
No. Listen, thank you, but it's my risk to take, okay? And I know that Nicholas would do the same for me. Look, the sun's gonna be up in a few hours, okay? Everything's gonna be back to normal. Nicholas is gonna be treated and diagnosed, and you and I are gonna sit down over tequila at Jake's and make wedding plans, okay? You'll be my maid of honor, right?
I was really needing something to look forward to right now.
This is so sad, you guys.
I love you. I love you too. Alright, okay. I have to go. Be with Nicholas, okay?
Please be careful, Em.
Oh boy.
My father found Lulu. But he let her go. He said she could live until sunrise. I got Logan to take her someplace safe.
Your father's not the only threat anymore. Nicholas Cassadine. It's out of control. He jumped me for no reason. Split up. Okay, look, you go to the north entrance, start back toward the tower. I'm going to take the other half of the house. Johnny, if you find your father, are you going to be able to do what needs to be done?
I already tried once.
Ran out of bullets.
Won't get away this time.
Painkillers.
Okay, let's go.
You're in a lot of pain, right? I'm trying to find you a scotch. Coughing up blood, aren't you?
I wasn't sure I had any left.
You know what? You need to take it easy from now on. No more heroics, you hear me?
You do very well in a crisis, little brother.
I'll grow up with you.
Why'd you take off alone?
Okay, I don't want to be yelled at.
No,
Jack's
this
already
is
yelled at
not a game. You need to be careful.
Rick may need more blood.
Sonny has already given too much.
Well, he looks pretty good to me.
Well, I don't know who to thank. I can't see my brother voluntarily giving me blood.
You're alive, aren't you? Why don't you just thank your brother and be done with it?
That jump.
Thank you, Sonny. Why would you bother?
Well, I was hoping that Nicholas and Emily would make it back here together.
Yeah, Lucky, what if it wasn't Anthony Zaccharo who tied up your brother? What if he was restrained for his own good?
Why would you even think that?
I know, I just have a really bad feeling about this. I don't think he lost us in the corridor. I think he ditched us on purpose.
I was just trying to protect you. Why'd you have to ruin that for me?
No, I never should have left you, Nicholas.
Don't you understand? Don't you understand what you've done? I'm the one that you need to be afraid of. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Nicholas, you would never hurt me, okay?
No, you have to leave me. You have to leave here right now because I can't protect you anymore. Come on, let's
Nicholas,
go.
no. I'm staying here.
No.
I'm not gonna leave.
No, you can't. You can't stand here anymore. Do you understand? You can't stand here anymore. You understand?
Nicholas!
Oh, that scene still haunts me, man. That scene still freaking haunts me. Brutal, brutal, brutal. But yeah, that's the episode as a whole, guys. As you know, Nicholas found Emily on the floor next to him, and there was a mystery on whether he actually killed her or not. And Nicholas has never been the same since then, but he's only gotten worse within the years. Ugh, lordy, lordy, lordy. But yeah, that was the Black and White Ball, y'all. We got through our top 4 sweep storyline episodes this month. It was a mistake to unalive Emily. I agree. Yeah. I agree too. I just, you know, they did give us one hell of a performance from Tyler. And even Steve and Maurice, everyone's reaction to Emily's death after that was so well done. Rebecca Herbst as well. Her crying over Emily when she was alone. Well, not alone with him. Jason was there. Nicholas was kind of on the couch. I think he was sedated. And Elizabeth just bawled her eyes out. And that broke me back then, man. Do you think Tyler's Nick would have slept with Esme? It's hard to say because, I mean, the writing for Nicholas changed while Tyler was still playing Nicholas, right? Like, so, I don't know. It's hard to say. They've never seemed to want to redeem him. He just kept on doing worse and worse things, and I think, I don't know. I can't see the writers just kind of redeeming him early just because Tyler came back to the role. But the person Nicholas was back in the day, of course, wouldn't sleep with Esme, but he would need someone like Emily to kind of tame him, you know, at this point. He had a different kind of crazy, but he'd see right through her. Oh, man. It's hard to say, honestly. Like, I think... I don't know. I mean, I think about how Tyler and Maura had chemistry in the, like, very few scenes that we've seen him have with Ava. But he would have been just as morbid with her, you know what I mean? Like, I think that in order for Nicholas to get back to who he was back then, he'd need a girl to reel him in and kind of be, I know it's a cliche, but like his sort of angel, whereas Ava's just as, you know, deadly as Nicholas became. I don't know, they've always tried to put him with like bad girl characters since Emily died, right? Like, I think back, and like the only one that they didn't was like a good girl was Nadine. And then after that, you had him like having chemistry tests with Claudia, and then it was Britt, Hayden, Ava, Portia to be for Nicholas. I don't think that'll ever happen, Kaiwan, honestly. I don't see that ever happening. Maybe they should just bring Gia back. Not that she was a good girl, but like better than most of the girls he's been with in the last decade, so. I do wonder, like, how, I don't know, if they would ever put Tyler's Nicholas back with Elizabeth. Because, yeah, she went through her, like, damaged girl arc. But they had chemistry. Mind you, I don't know, like, since he manipulated Elizabeth in this last storyline, I don't know if Nicholas and Elizabeth being together could come back from that kind of situation. Regardless of who's playing them. It's like Alexis and Julian. I know they had their fan base, but like, for me, once he like fantasized about like murdering her, putting them back together after that was so messed up. And like, dude like tried to kill her, like, and then just trying to rewrite that with like, what do you call it? Olivia Jerome, like blackmailing him, forcing him to do it. That didn't even make sense to begin with. You know what I mean? Because we seen like the Carlos ghost egging him on to do it too. Had nothing to do with Olivia. When did they chem test Claudia and Nick? When Claudia was stabbed and thrown into the river by Jerry Jacks, and she washed up on Spoon Island, and Nicholas kind of like saved her. Sorry, Kaiwan, I don't know what you mean. But to be fair, Luke and Tracy fantasize about murder. Yeah, but he didn't try to kill her in real life. Julian, like, made her fall when she wore that wire. He held a knife to her throat. And they could rewrite what they want to rewrite, but he meant to do it. He was egged on to murder her, and then he tried to do it. So, like... And he also turned her into a raging alcoholic. They should have never got back together after that. That was just too far. Are you saying that Johnny should have been the father of Lulu's kids? I don't know. To be honest, I never wanted Lulu to become a parent. Just because, like, Lulu was such a... she's just so, like... I feel like she thrived as a character on her own. And, like, you know, she was this adventurous girl. Like, I wanted Lulu to never really settle down. They should have killed Julian off the moment that happened. Here's the thing. So, and Kaiwan, I actually agree with you. I hated how they were writing Julian up until that point. When Julian started being more unhinged, I was like, there he is. So I would have rather him just been a villain and then just never get back with Alexis. Like, I wanted him to be the Julian Jerome from the 90s. And they turned him into this, like, weird, morally gray character. And then they turned him into this bartender. Like, it was just, I don't know. The writers lost the plot with the character of Julian. Laura, you said me either. Being female doesn't mean you must be a mother. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like Lulu could have been that person. And even Maxie could have, to be honest. But, you know, then they had that ridiculous story of her, like, being a surrogate for Lulu and Dante. And then losing that baby and being pregnant 30 seconds later with her own with Spinelli. Which was ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. Like, I didn't think, like, it would be out of character for Maxie to carry a baby for her best friend. Because she struck me as a character that wouldn't get emotionally attached knowing that baby was Lulu's and Dante's before it ended up, you know, not coming to fruition. Don't know why they put Sam with Dante. Couldn't Sam be the fire kick butt mama bear by herself? Oh, she could have easily too. Why'd they have to put her with Dante? Yeah, they didn't really have to. Like, I remember initially when they were, like, somewhat putting them together. I was excited at the prospect because she was away from Jason. She was wanting to figure out who she was again. And we didn't really see... And that's what I was looking forward to. For her to, like, discover herself again and thrive and end up in a relationship with someone. And I was okay with it being Dante, but, like, they didn't explore Sam's self-discovery and just went all in with her relationship with Dante. And we didn't really see her kind of grow as a human being. They're just kind of there, you know? Angel, you said Michael having kids holds that character back too. Michael was already mourning by himself. Yeah, it's true. I think that one is better anywhere. Anybody but Steve Burton. I mean, listen, like, I feel like you've been here, Kaiwan. I actually preferred Lucky and Sam together than Jason and Sam. I was okay with them getting back together afterwards, but I would have preferred they stayed together, like Lucky and Sam, because I was enjoying them. They were fun to watch. And it got her out of her, you know, her Jason obsession. And then she got to eventually, you know, go all in with her PI stuff. Michael should have like a mistress or something. I'm sorry. I feel like there's nothing that the writers could do for me to make Michael more interesting for me to watch. Like, they've done it all, you know. Like, the only time that he was remotely interesting was when he was having vengeance against his father the first time round and taking Avery away from him. This time around, it's like a pompous ass, just like being petty. He's like resorted to like the young, immature Michael that used to like lock his parents in the basement when they weren't, you know, cooperating together. Even though Sam was struggling with a conservative life with Drew and wanted Jason. Yeah, well, listen, like, I don't know. It's not that. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like, Dante and Sam do have a bit of a conservative life now, but it didn't have to be that way, you know? Like, Dante can be pretty badass. If they would just, he's got a fun personality, and he can, you know, sort of color in between the lines a little bit. But they choose to make them interesting. And even sending them all the way to England didn't help. Drew was a waste of time, honestly, overall. Wasted character. Yeah, I mean, the real kick in the pants is that they could have done so much with Drew when Billy Miller was playing him. They could have done so much. They had a clean slate for the dude, and he could have had an arc of, you know, figuring out his past and getting all of his memories back. And what did they do? They killed him off and made Franco Drew. And with a mind mapping story. Like, I don't understand. It's so stupid. I don't like. Obviously, there's always been rumors about like behind the scenes squabbles with Billy Miller. Maybe that factored in a little bit, but of course, none of us know if that's true or not. It's just rumors, right? But they had so much. They had a clean slate with a character played by a good actor, and they just didn't take it. Laurie said, sorry if I'm backtracking, but Michael needs a personality, not a mistress. Boom. I agree with you. He just makes every girl he's with boring anyway. And then you think about it. Remember Abby? Abby was like, essentially she was a stripper. And like, not that she was a mistress or, you know, he wasn't having an affair, but like, he had like interesting girl characters in his orbit, and he made them less interesting regardless. So much so that they killed that girl off screen with a crane, y'all. Nathan, you loved Brainwashed Dante. That's what made the character interesting when he came back. Sam and Dante are icky for me. Yes, on more for Drew, Billy Miller. Yeah, it's not, and I don't think Cameron Masson's doing a bad job, but it's not the same character. And the verdict's still out on like what Drew remembers and what he doesn't remember. They never really specify much of anything. He deglamorizes women. Oh man, you're right. Liked Abby. She had such a cartoonish death. Yeah, like an off-screen death, and then like, and it just seemed so random. Like, why did they kill her? Abby had a lot of potential. Loved the character, but more could have been done. Yeah, I was actually, you know what I was watching the other day? Just because I was bored. I was watching the bus crash story, like from 2011, or like end of 2010, early 2011, where she was waiting for Michael at the hospital, and she meets Sonny. I think Abby was just like really, really boring. I don't know. Abby had potential, but they just didn't write for her very well. Like, from what I understand, she was a stripper that became a paralegal, or that was studying to become a paralegal. She was good friends with Sam because of Sam's PI work when she went undercover there. But like the most interesting parts of the story, of her story, they didn't show on screen. Right? The craziest thing that they showed on screen was like her ex or some guy that was obsessed with her that tried to rape her in public, and then of course that's how it got out that Michael was raped in prison. In case we got cut off with the internet being wonky, everyone be safe in the storm tomorrow. Oh man, there's a storm coming your way? Listen, right now, you know, it's minus 24 here where I am, and it's freezing cold. But I have the day off tomorrow. Although I do have to go somewhere, because tomorrow I am recording my second single, y'all. My second official single. So I'm excited by that. Not like the stuff that you see on YouTube that's like, you know, those are songs that I record in my basement, like with this mic that you see here. So, you know, it's not, and I don't have like, you know, really nice equipment here. It's me, my laptop, Audacity, and whatever else, and my mildly okay mixing skills. But yeah, this time I'm going to a studio with my buddy Luke. And I was in the upper 50s in Kansas City, Angel. Nice. With some rain on and off. Man, I'd give anything for just rain. Not right now, because if we get rain now, the roads will become nothing but ice. And same with the sidewalks. And there's no fixing it. 2 days snowing. Oof. Yeah, we're in a polar vortex over here in the side of Canada. So we're gonna be experiencing minus 20 something for the next few days, but it gets back to like minus 2 on Saturday. So Alberta and its, you know, crazy weather. Oh, thank you, Laura. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'm a little nervous because my friend Luke, I hold in really high regards, y'all. Like, he is lead singer of a band, Calling All Captains, another band that has a lot of my friends in it. And he's insanely talented. Like, he's good at mixing. He mixes some of my other friends who I also love their music. So it's a little intimidating. Not gonna lie. But I like the song that I'm doing. The song is on my page. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But it's on there as the demo that I recorded it as. And I think likely tomorrow I'm probably going to delete it off of YouTube because it's gonna become the official like single that gets put on like Spotify and iTunes and all that kind of stuff. So you said you've listened to Calling All Captains, Kaiwan? I feel I might have played some of their music on here at one point or another. I won't in this one, just because we'll leave this GHMV thing as its own sort of a reaction since we watched the sweeps thing. Month of March. I don't really want to do reactions for a bit. That doesn't mean I'm not going to stream on Wednesdays, though. I just think hang out, check in, talk about how we feel about GH on Wednesdays for the month of March, and then maybe get back into reactions on April. I feel like it's the only way to kind of prolong reacting to classic episodes, because we can only react to so much before we inevitably start running out of things, and it gets harder to track things down, you know? Yeah, let's chat. Yeah. I mean, we got lots of chat about, really, over the next month, GH-wise anyway, because we're getting a lot, you know, we're slowly gearing up for the 60th anniversary next month. So, you know, March is going to be kind of the lead into it. We are going to see, of course, the tribute to Sonia Eddy next month as well. And I just think that there's a lot of exciting things to come GH's way. At least I hope so. I find the 60th year so far, it's not horrible, but there's certainly not as much fanfare as there was for the 50th. Is there any way you can react to deleted scenes of GH? Probably not. Like, there's ways to react to bloopers, but, like, any deleted scene that GH has posted themselves is new. So, and I can't react to anything, like, that is past 2010. Because I think we tried to watch Lulu and Dante's 2010 wedding, and even that got dinged and ended the stream. So, I don't know. February actually felt like... Yeah, it really did. It was actually a decent sweet month. And it wasn't... I mean, I think most of the excitement happened this week, but there was a lot of, like, good stuff throughout. And it's been a minute since GH has had, like, a good overall sweeps month that had, like, highlights every week. I'm enjoying a lot on GH right now, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that I'm really not enjoying is the Michael and Willow stuff. And the Nina and stuff, like, I'm just over that stuff, you know what I mean? And the fact that, like, that's tomorrow's episode, it's all about Michael and Willow and Sunny and Nina, and I just don't care. I'll watch it, because I have to, because, you know, I recap the show. But, like, after today's episode, I'm just really dreading watching it tomorrow. I'm going to be so bored. Oh, Michelle, yeah. Milo is, in fact, coming back for the tribute for Sonia Eddy. It's been confirmed that they're bringing back Magic Milo for Epiphany, which is great, because that was the last, like, you know, relationship she had, obviously aside from Marshall. And I think people liked Milo and Epiphany, and the only reason why we didn't get them anymore is because the actor retired. So, I'm excited. I would love to see Toussaint back, but I don't think we're ever going to see Toussaint. GH can't afford Billy D. Williams anymore. Kind of wish Willow kicks the bucket. I wouldn't mind it either. Remember when Milo was in love with Lulu? Yep. Man. man. The Three Stooges she had in those days. Friggin' Milo, Dylan, and Spinelli all pining for Lulu. She went from having a make-believe boyfriend in Elvis to 3 suitors. I think my favorite scene from like back then was like right after the hostage crisis. Luke meeting Spinelli, because I feel like he had like this twinkle in his eye where like he could briefly see himself in Spinelli. But also like Tracy calling Spinelli Spumoni Spaghetti. And just Luke's reaction to like Dylan and Milo and Spinelli like all like checking in on Lulu, calling them the Three Stooges. Milo and Epiphany were interesting. I didn't see it coming. Yeah, that's true. That was certainly unexpected. But it was nice that they gave Epiphany a romance. Yeah, I'm stoked to see him again. I think the last time that we saw Milo, it was during Mike's Alzheimer's storyline. Because they made it that, was it Milo's mother had Alzheimer's? And he kind of had a scene with Sunny where he just talked about it. And that was like the only thing. It was like he was never around, and then suddenly he was there for that one episode, and then never seen again. Oh, good night, Michelle. You have a good day tomorrow as well. But yeah, we'll end it here, guys. It's getting a little bit late. It's 11. Oh man, it's 11:30. I didn't even know that. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I will see you this Sunday. I'll let you know how the recording goes. And then obviously I have no exact game plan to when the single will be released. But when I do, you'll be the first to know. Yeah, he did retire, at least from acting. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Tune in Sunday for the General Hospital After Show. And if you liked this live stream, give it a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Mwah.